Hello and welcome to the CozyVale. If you just arrived in Palia and are feeling a little lost, that's perfectly normal. This world can be a little bit overwhelming at first, but you'll be figuring it all out soon enough. I put this guide together to help you get started on your journey, so hopefully it helps. We're going to start before the game truly even begins. We're going to talk about the character creation screen. Now, in most games I would spend hours here, but not in Palia. Your core character appearances, like male or female, is a permanent fixture. However, that's perfectly fine for this game. Once you enter the world, build your own home, you can place wardrobes inside that allow you to change your outfit, hair, makeup, and other accessories at any time. Even better, you can find some of these wardrobes scattered throughout all of the major areas as well. And speaking of major areas, there are 3 primary regions in this game, plus a couple of minor ones that you can explore. First is Kilima Village. This is basically the starting area of the whole game. You'll actually make quite a few trips here too, as it's where the main town is. Then we have Bahari Bay. Bahari Bay is vastly open compared to Kilima Village, but nonetheless you will come here quite a bit too, just not as much as the other one. And then finally we have the newest area, which is Elderwood. And when I mean newest, I mean it's been out for a couple months now. All 3 of these will be open for exploration almost immediately. This isn't Dark Souls, so nothing out there is too tough to get to. Then of course, you will have your own personal hub, which is your housing plot. This is where you'll probably spend most of your time. But keep an eye open for special events like the county fair, as these are treated more like temporary events than a permanent area. Trust me, once you get the hang of all these things, exploring is highly rewarding. There are things to find like lore, hidden quest, treasure chest, and much more if you just explore the unknown lands of Palia. While you're exploring, you can also do quests along the way. You'll start with the easy ones first, mostly just talking to people or just simple fetch quests. Here's a quick tip for you. As soon as you get into town, pull up your mini-map. You will see a bunch of blank portraits or markers with flags on them. You want to make sure that you go and talk to every single person on that map. Once you do, their portraits will actually show up as a person on the map forever. Those starting quests are easy and all about going back and forth. However, once you dive into the main quests like the ancient vaults, you might want to buckle up. They aren't hard necessarily, but they can become very tedious. My advice is to do a little bit at a time, then go off and do something else and come back later when you feel like doing more. Just for an example, one of the vault quests asks you to gather several silver wing eggs. I expected to find a few of them and the game say, oh, here's the rest. Nope. You literally have to find all of them, and it gets very tedious. I think there are about 100 eggs or something like that. It is very time consuming and kind of what they're wanting you to do. Since you'll be doing a lot of running around, you'll want to know the fastest way to travel. And of course, the fastest way is fast traveling. You'll find stable boards represented by a horseshoe icon on your map throughout each zone, which you can take a look at my screen and actually find the first couple spots already. You can also teleport from anywhere simply by opening up your map and teleporting home. And since I play on PlayStation, that button would be for triangle for us. Just be aware that you can only use this free teleport once every 30 minutes in IRL. You'll see the cooldown timer in the top right hand corner of your map. The reason I use IRL I will explain in just a few minutes. You will eventually get a quest that requires you to talk to, I think Jama is her name, or Gemma, something like that. Once you complete it, she will give you a glider and it will help you travel around a lot faster. You can also use things like geysers with your glider to help move faster as well. Just a quick tip, your housing plot is technically a central hub. If you head to the very back of your plot, at least for the default plots, you will see a little mine looking entrance. If you go through it, that will bring you out to the northwest side of Bahari Bay. There is also a small bridge southeast side of Kilima Village that will take you to the southwest side of Bahari Bay as well. And eventually, when you get to Elderwood, you can get special potions that will instantly teleport you home as well. But let's not go too far ahead of ourselves, shall we? One of the most crucial things to understand in Palia is time. In-game time works a lot different than in other games. It does not stop when you actually log out of the game. Playing for 1 hour in the real world equals to 1 day in-game. This is vital because tons of fish and bugs can only be caught during Pacific time. Just a tip, if you look at your mini-map, you will notice there's a little icon that has a sun or a moon on it, which represents whether it's daytime or nighttime. This is very helpful when you're hunting bugs or you're trying to catch certain fish at certain times. Always keep in mind though, 6 a.m. in-game time is the daily reset. This means your daily quests, gardening, trash pickup, and relationship chats all reset. If you miss the 6 a.m. trash pickup, as I call the shipping bin cycle, don't fret, it runs again at 6 p.m. in-game. But what if you need the gold now? No worries, you can sell items directly to certain vendors, such as Badru, Azura, Reth, and Tish, among others, of course. You can also sell at the cash registers, like the one at Zeki's. While you're at Zeki's, you may notice that there's a glowing machine next to the register that needs a lucky coin. If you don't have one, all you have to do is just buy anything, with gold of course, from the cash register. For example, I usually just buy like butter or flour because it's cheap. And Zeki will mail you 1 lucky coin per day. And I'm pretty sure that this can only be done once per day IRL. Some people will tell you to sell everything that you don't need, but the hoarder in me says don't do that. I usually save everything until my storage is completely full, even my crafting stations. Then I cook or craft some furniture until I can't do it anymore. That will usually clear out enough inventory for me to have tons of stuff to fill it back up with. I know gold is rough in the beginning, but don't stress it. Later you'll have so much gold you won't know what to do with it. So, hoard often, create repair kits for your tools, only sell easily farmable things like weeds, bugs, fish, but make sure that you do keep at least a stack of 30 of each of those. Once you have over 50,000 gold, I would stop making repair kits. Just use gold at Sifu's forge instead. Put it this way, paying 100 to 300 gold for a repair is 10 times easier than going out finding all the materials to make those repair kits. It'll cost you less than time than it will to save a few gold. It's tempting to sell that one rare item that you can net for a few hundred gold easily, but it's actually just a trap. You don't want to find out the hard way, like I have, that you'll need that item for a random quest later. Believe me, the vault quest alone asks for more items than I ever dreamed of keeping. And don't forget the relationship quest lines also ask some pretty off-the-wall stuff sometimes as well. So let's talk about the most important thing in the game. Unlike most survival games, you usually have a health meter or a hunger bar. However, in Palia you have what is called the focus bar. Basically all it does is it'll grant you XP bonuses whenever you gather or do any of your skills, to be honest. If you look at the example of me mining, you'll notice that the experience points are coming up in pink bold numbers when I have just a little bit of focus. However, when it's completely empty, you'll notice that the numbers are coming up in white, showing you that I'm not getting any extra bonus on my skills. So how do you get focus? Well, it's actually simple. All you do is eat food or materials that will give you a focus increase. You'll notice these items usually have a pink arrow up on them, showing you that they give you focus, and if you look at them or hover over them, you'll notice how much focus they will give you. When you make it to the county fair, there is usually a couple of different dishes that they'll usually give you for free, basically, and those will usually give you 500 plus focus, just depending on what it is. You can also increase the capacity of your focus bar and the percentage of the bonus that you'll get from your focus. All you have to do is visit the Phoenix Shrine, where you started the game from basically, and the Dragon Shrine, which is northeast from your housing plot. You will have to spend 100 renown to gain these bonuses, of course. What I would recommend is that you focus on your XP boost by going to the Phoenix Shrine until you hit at least 50%. Then you want to go over to the Dragon Shrine and use it up to 5 times to increase your focus capacity. But once you get to those numbers I gave you, the increments will start decreasing quite a bit. And as you can see, I've hit the cap for my focus bar, and that cap is actually 1000 focus. And then finally, what is renown and where do we get it? This is actually the easiest stuff to get in the game. All you have to do is talk to people, complete quests, or earn certain achievements. For now, if you go into your inventory, you can hover over all the currencies and see what the maximum amounts are. As of right now, renown can be maxed out at 10,000. And that is it for this video. I would like to personally thank you for watching. If you found this guide helpful, please leave a like, and if there's something that you would like to see in more detail, please leave a comment below and I'll see what I can do for you. Remember, stay safe, stay cozy, and most importantly, have a great time gaming.